Hey, what's going on, gang? Chad Nicely here. In this video, I'm going to reveal to you the IQS process. And this is how I went from launching to going into high ticket sales. This was a decision I made about 3 years ago, and I really wanted to focus on converting my buyers, my low ticket buyers, over to high ticket sales. I'm going to tell you exactly how we did that, and I'm going to show you proof. I'm going to actually show these applications and these leads coming into our system. Now, you have to understand that I am speaking to you if you are stuck in that hamster wheel of launching products over and over. I'm also speaking to you if you're solely relying on affiliate income, if you're solely relying on the income that comes from email because you have such greater potential in you to do high ticket sales. Now, with the IQS process, we initiate the process one of two ways. The first way is my preferred method, and that is through surveys. I probably do more surveys than anybody else in the business, and I'll show you what we're doing. And the second way is we have what's called an email qualifier. So here, I'm going to show you 3 steps that you must have in your sales process to skyrocket your sales and your conversions. So the first phase is the I stands for interested. The second phase is the Q stands for qualified, and the third phase is the S stands for sold. That is the IQS. Interested, qualified, and sold. And this 3-step process can be duplicatable for all your products and services, giving you an even greater automated, consistent, and reliable income. And so we're going to start with phase number 1. This is the interested stage. And the goal is to find out if the prospect is interested. Now, we had to put this process in place because we were getting on the phone a lot. And we were talking to people that were not qualified, they were tire kickers, and they were wasting my staff's time. That's where this process came in. So the first thing is we need to find out if the prospect is interested and then follow up to see how serious they are. So we're not going to go out there and send a link to a webinar or a video presentation or something else. We're simply going to find out if they're interested in what it is we have to offer, and that's going to be a high ticket offer. Next, we tag every single behavior of every lead for maximum follow-up conversions and sales. And this process allows us to have multiple ways and offers to determine if a prospect is interested, which then saves you time and money with your marketing and lead generation process. So the goal in phase number 1 is to have an automated process in place that helps you discover what your leads and prospects are interested in purchasing. Now, phase number 2, this is where they qualify. The goal is to find out if the prospect is qualified to buy. So we provide the prospect with the necessary presentation they need to make an informed decision as to whether they are a good fit for your product. So they say they're interested. We say, okay, cool, watch this video, watch this webinar, or respond to this email to see if you're a good fit. So we tag every behavior as either qualified or disqualified, saving you time and money from the tire kickers. And this process allows us to have a sales process in place that does not require funnels, staff, or a lot of overhead. And the advantage over all other processes is that everything is automated for you, no manual work required from you. So the goal is to determine who is serious about your offer and qualify them automatically without you lifting a finger. And then phase number 3, this is the sold phase. Once the prospect has bought, it is a seamless delivery process. So we make sure the customer has a positive onboarding and delivery process. Your staff is credited with the commissions they're owed for closing the prospect. The prospect is now a part of your world, and as a qualified paying customer, it gives you the ability to make future sales from them, singing your praise and recruiting more prospects. And the advantage over all their processes is this whole 3-step process was all done in one reliable, all-inclusive platform. So the goal is to increase your income and find those hidden profits without you having to do any extra work. So let's get a little technical here, right? I'm going to show you what happens behind the scenes. So the first thing is we know that the prospect is interested. And what we're going to do is we're going to add them to something called a sales pipeline. We're going to make a note in the lead details saying that they're interested in this offer. We're then going to start the pre-sale sequence. And we do that with either email or we do it with text messages. And the goal is to get them at this point to watch the video, watch the webinar, respond to the email, and then officially apply. Once they've applied, we need to make sure that they're actually qualified, meaning they have the funds. I'll show you this here in a minute. So the goal is to have an automated process in place that helps you discover what your leads and prospects are interested in purchasing. We just want to know if they're interested. And then phase number 2, this is where we close the sale once the qualified prospect has applied. So now they have officially applied. And so we're going to remove them from the interested stage in the pipeline, and we're going to automatically move them over to the applied stage. And then we're going to go ahead and assign an offer at this point. So we know that they have applied, they say they have the funds, and now we're going to assign the offer. This will then qualify the prospect. It's going to assign this lead to my sales team. Now the sales team kicks in, and now we ask them to make an appointment. Now, they take the application. Yes, they have the funds. Okay, the next thing is we want them to make an appointment with us. We don't want to chase them down. And so what's happening is we're going to put them into an appointment sequence. It says, hey, you're qualified. You forgot to make the appointment. 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 That sequence will go as long as we want it to. And when they make the appointment, the tag's going to fire off, and then it'll stop the sequence. The goal at this point is either to sell them or lose the sale, but we want to get them out of the pipeline as fast as we can. So the goal is to determine who is serious about your offer and qualify them automatically without you lifting a finger. And then phase number 3, this is where we close out the applied automations and begin the onboarding process. So they are now sold. So we're going to remove the applied tag. We're going to remove the complete pipeline. We're going to close out the offer, calculate the commission, and onboard the customer. The goal to increase your income and find those hidden profits without you having to do any extra work. Now, you can potentially implement this strategy with many different systems if you can get them all to talk and work together. Ask me how I know, because this is what I used to have working for me and my company. These were the costs incurred in our company. I had to have surveys, applications, an autoresponder, texting, webinars, pipelines, an appointment system, and a complete CRM. Now, here's the actual cost. I was using SurveyMonkey, $75 a month. Applications, Wufoo, $74.08 a month. An autoresponder, ActiveCampaign, $129 a month. Texting platform, CallLoop, $49 a month. A webinar, GoToWebinar, $199 a month. A sales pipeline, PipeDrive, $49, 17 cents a month. The appointment system, Appointment Core, $47 a month, and a complete CRM Infusionsoft, $299 a month. Total monthly cost, $921.25. I have employees, so some of these I had to pay per seat. And then there was a time before I got certified with some of these platforms that I had to pay a guy to build all this out for me. But you see, there's also another problem. And this right here was losing me tens of thousands of dollars in my business every single month, losing big money, time, and gaining frustration. And that was relying on Zapier, imports and exports, web integrations, API connections. I'm sure that you guys relate to duct tape mania. These platforms were never made to talk to each other, which is why they often break, losing you big money, time, and gaining frustration. But what if you had the same automated, predictable, and streamlined 3-step process working in your business without the duct tape, where everything talked together and it played nicely? No pun intended, but that is what we have with this whole entire IQS process. Saving you time, money, and frustrations without the duct tape. So I hope you're excited about the IQS process. It is interested, qualified, and sold. It is a great alternative to just mailing your list and saying, click this link. Instead, you want to just find out what they're interested in and then educate them further. You do that with a pre-sale and then ask them to apply. So I'm going to show you this right now on the screen so that you can see behind the scenes what we have going on. Okay, so you see I'm over here on my dashboard. This is a system that we built to handle this whole entire process, as well as pretty much any automation that you can think of. We can do surveys, applications. We have our appointment scheduler in here. This is where everything links together. We have forms if you're using ClickFunnels, Profit Builder, Thrive Themes, Convertri. We have tags. We have a sales pipeline. We have our lead bank. We have email, text messages. Everything is right inside of this one system. So it's going to replace about 12 different systems systems that you have in your business. And so if I come over here, these are my leads that are hitting the system. So they're coming in from surveys, pages, people are signing up for my business cards. And then over here, you see that we have forms, we have our text messages coming in, people are signing up for Everlesson. This is Zapier kicking in. This is for an event that we're doing here on the Strip. So all of these things are happening. And so let's see, this guy just went and signed up for our Elite Marketing Alumni. This is our luncheon that we do here at the mansion. This guy just came in through a group pin post. That's interesting. I haven't seen this one yet. So if I go ahead and click this, then I can see everything about this lead. And if I come over here to my tag groups, if I say, okay, how much does he need to make to replace his current income? $10,000 to $25,000. And let's see, interested, no automation. He's interested in group coaching. Guys, this is a brand new lead. Came through a Facebook group. I don't even know who this is, and he's wanting group coaching. And so now what's going to happen is my staff is going to get on they won't get on a call, but they're going to message him, just like I messaged this person a minute ago, and we're just going to see if we can get them to engage here with our text messages. So I got all these phone numbers here. I got my own hotline. I got my Vegas events. I got my online tribe. I've got my Vegas preview events. And then I got my Evermentor Mansion, and then these are the employee numbers for my staff members. So I can see all of this here. But what we're going to do is we're just going to see if we can get them to engage inside of their phone message, their text message. And then if we can, I'm going to pass it off to one of our sales team members, right? So that's how that works. So if I come back over here, I want to go ahead and show you that if we pull this down, see this one that says six-figure event franchise? This is a program that we're selling for $15,000. We're going to sell it from $30,000 from Facebook, and people have to apply for it. So I'm going to show you how this works, but I just want you to see all the leads that are always coming in with this system. So every way you can think to generate a lead, this system is going to handle it. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and show you the surveys. So here I have my survey groups, okay? So I got Evermentor, the alumni, webinar feedback. This one right here, I'm gonna show you how to double your sales on your webinar. Let's see, live events, Evermentor, Eversuite, Everlesson. I even have, if you have a software, put a freaking survey on the homepage of your software. So let me show you how we do that. So here you see that this is the homepage for Everlesson. I have this video here, and I'm asking them, please take this survey, right? So they'll take this survey. I'm going to do another training on the psychology behind the survey so you understand how that works. But they're going to tell you what's wrong with your software, what you can do to do better, and then you're going to have a qualifying question on there that's going to say, if I could teach you how to do X, Y, Z, would you be interested? And if they say yes, okay, now we begin the pre-sale process. So if I come back over here, I want to go ahead and show you one of the surveys that I just did where, let's see, out of 1,083 impressions, 269 people submitted it. But something magical happened here. So the first thing is I'll go ahead and show you what this survey looks like. Okay, so there's the actual survey itself. You can see it's beautiful. This is our system. But if I come down here, look at this one. Question number 6. When we open up Evermentor again, would you be interested in joining it? They say yes, then that's going to fire off a tag that they are interested. And then that's going to go ahead and drop them in the pipeline and everything else. But what happens is they then get a follow-up that says, okay, cool. So we hear you're interested. Go ahead and watch this video or watch this auto webinar or respond to this email. And then if you're seriously interested, go ahead and apply. So they watch this video, they hear about Evermentor, okay? And then they're going to go ahead and click this button below.
There. My name is Chad Nicely.
And they're going to apply. And so now you see that I'm over here on the application, and this here is just social proof. It's just like testimonial after testimonial after testimonial with some B-roll there, just showing the value of this mastermind. And then they filled this application out, and then down here at the bottom, This right here, guys, you want to pay attention to this. Right now, ... I have the financial resources. I have access to the financial resources. I don't have the resources, or if you can get me financing, I definitely like to enroll. So qualified, qualified, disqualified, qualified. And now you're starting to see how the tagging works inside of our system. Okay, so all of that is included inside of this system that we've created, and you see that we have the strategies that make this whole entire process work. So if I were to open this up here, here's what one of the pipelines looks like. This is one of the events that we're actually running here on the strip. And so if I were to come over here and if I were to open up Marshall, it says he's confirmed. If I come over to the lead detail, you can see here's his interactions. Let me click on history. So this is our process that we do for filling events. So this is a sales pipeline. And then like once we call this guy, we can just go ahead and move him over here. And I can also see all of this from the app. So everything that you're doing here, guys, you can also see this from the app. Your sales guys can. It's pretty amazing, man. I'm not here to brag up the system. Just know I had to build it for myself. But now you know the whole entire process. IQS, interested to qualified to sold. Let me know if you have any questions or if this is something that you would want to set up for your business, because that is a reason that we're creating this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.